Hey y'all, what's going on? Y'all get in here real quick. Let me see if I can go live real quick on this Facebook too. But y'all come in here, y'all. What's going on, world? How's everybody doing? Okay, so let's do this. I mean, what's going on, world? I know I said I wasn't gonna go live on my Facebook, but I don't know if it's gonna put it on my story. So maybe I'll just share it later on the story because when you go live on Facebook on your computer, I think it doesn't do the live on your story. But anyways, you guys, I didn't want to do all three of these live videos on all these different platforms, so you're gonna get all the information on here. And plus, it's a lot of information um, that my mentor actually broke down a little bit about this sea, and I thought it was very inspiring to share it with all y'all on my platform, so you can get the information. So you guys, um, we have accepted a challenge where we're gonna do for the next 26 days. We're gonna use the letter of the alphabet and explain you guys a little bit about money. Because it was never taught to us in school. So I wanted to start off with saying that you guys, if you are not stretching, um, it's not really hurting you. So if you don't accept this challenge, or maybe if you don't take the notes that I'm, providing you guys, or even implementing these strategies, or even sharing these strategies, at least um, let's at least start with this letter. Hold on, let me see if they, because I can't see anybody on here. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's start with at least one of the word for the letter C. Let's start with consistency, you guys. I know for the next 26 days, y'all like, she really gonna go live and be very consistent and using one of the letters to talk about money. Nah, she ain't gonna do it because life happens. Yes, life does happen. But if you're very passionate about what you do, your gift and what you do is really not for you anymore. It's for the people that haven't even really met you yet. But I know you guys probably doubt me that I'm not going to do it, but I will because I love learning what I'm learning right now. So let's start with one consistency and what we can do. Let's try to see if we can put our bills on autopilot. I know some of us said we ain't never gonna put any bills on autopilot because they gonna get their money when we want to give it to them. But y'all don't realize when we pay these people late, these entities, late fees get put on top of it. You know what I'm saying? So let's just try to at least start with the small bills that you know ain't never gonna change in prices, and maybe go up by a dollar or two. And I have started with my internet bill, and I have started with my water bill because I knew like up and down they'll vary, but they'll stay the same. But when I did that, it made me feel less worried about a bill I had to worry about. And that's what we got to get so used to, not having a feel like we got to worry about the next bill or consume so much that thought or what's due. Y'all, we need to just worry about less of that. And what you can do, you can write this down. The less you worry, the more you focus on. Okay, so the less you worry, the more you focus on. Because you don't want to be consistently worrying about some bills that you can actually put on auto pay, knowing that you're never gonna get rid of them and they're gonna always keep coming. You don't have to worry about that once it goes on auto pay. But guess why a lot of us can't put our bills on auto pay, you guys? It's because we have a negative cash flow. That's another C. So if we have a negative cash flow, of course we're not going to put our bills on auto pay. But if you ever want to know the difference between the income that you are receiving at that job and the cash flow that you don't have, is cash flow is measured in time, you guys. So that means the money is working for you, but your dollars, that means, your income, that means it's equal in dollars. So that means you have to wake up every day to get that money. So if you ever got it confused, I never see. Just know that those are two different things. And if you want to know the difference between cash flow and income, let's give you a demonstration of someone that is a millionaire. Let's just say they make $1 million a year, but their expenses is 2 million. So you telling me that person is going to be broke in 6 months because all their bills last for 12 months, but their income only lasts for six? Yikes. Yo, you don't want to be in that situation. But let's talk about an awesome teacher that brings in $80,000 a year. But guess what? Her expenses is only 40,000. So that means she can last for 2 years without having to bring in any income that next following year. Who don't want to be like the teacher? I know I want to be like the teacher because that means the cash flow is longer because the income is less. But you got a millionaire that literally brings in $1 million a year, but their expenses is way more. That's 2 million. Of course they're gonna be broke in the next 6 months, you guys. So the only way that we can actually start, because I told you I got a lot of notes. Only way that we can start receiving more positive cash flow, you guys, is that we have to be consistent in what we really want in life, you guys. So if you guys been watching this ABCs of money, then you're gonna learn why you really need to start letting your money work for you. Because these are information that they never gonna teach us in school. So I'm just grateful for my mentor, Mr. Brian and Bean, just actually teaching us these tips because Lord knows when things happen to us, we gotta be able to learn how to pivot, you guys. So I know a lot of y'all got a really big tax refund check, right? So a lot of people don't have it no more. So when you got your refund check, people go broke within July or sorry, June or July or even before August when school gets started. It's because they don't put their money to start working for them. They use it to either pay late bills or buy things for their kids. When what you could have done is that you could have invested that money and bring more of a return, but nobody taught us that. That's why we kind of do these challenges, or that's why we invite you guys to these Zoom so you can start learning how to put that money to work. And that's why I want you guys to learn how to put some of your little small bills on autopilot because if you do that, you guys just think about you having five bills that you always lay every single month. And let's just say they charge you a $10 fee. Now that's $50 a month. Now that $50 a month, that's $600 a year that you can use it on late fee and put it into an investment account and let it compound and you still want interest on it. But we wasn't taught that, right? We wasn't taught that. So remember, in Texas, if you guys live in Texas where we live at, you're supposed to be at least bringing in $200,000 a year. A lot of y'all not bringing in $200,000 a year, but let our experts help you to at least bring in $100,000 in your first 12 months. At least show you how to bring $600 a month of residual income. That can start off with something for your family's legacy. So let's help you with building a more positive cash flow. And the last C, you guys, that I wanted to talk about was capitalism. Now, capitalism, how I always like people to remember that the lack of money in capitalism is always going to cost you more money, but the abundance of money means that it's going to save you more of money. So if someone is more smarter than you in this world, they're going to take advantage of you. So always remember that in order for you to be consistent in what you want in life, you have to believe in it, write it down, and take notes, and let God take care of it. In order for you to have a positive cash flow, you guys, you need to make sure that you are surrounded by people that I am surrounded with, and they're going to help you with the money that you already have. Bring more money of it. And then always remember that the lack of your knowledge is always going to cost you more money. And the abundance of money is always going to save you more money. So remember, capitalism, it can work with you or it can work against you. But if you don't know the rules, you always going to get played. So I'm on all three of these platforms, you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video. And it's going to talk about how you need to be getting out of debt. All right, bye, y'all. All right, let me end everything on here. All right, folks. Yeah. And I think, hey, y'all, thanks for jumping on the Instagram. Let me end on here too, you guys.